Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Trackies, our Jamaican women take a shocking tumble out of the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships. Trackies. Now the women came up in the evening session or the night, and that's when they took center stage. And based on performances going in, quite a few Jamaicans were expected, and I'm talking about the females, were expected to make it to the final day, which is Saturday, and perform in the finals. But unfortunately, most of our female athletes took a major tumble in the opening rounds of their event. Now, Jackies, I'm going to start with the women's 200 meters. Let's kick things off right there. Now, we had three entrants. We had Kevona Davis, we had Nisha Berger, and we had Nikisha Price. Now, going in based on times already done, it was thought of Nikisha Price making it and possibly Kevona Davis. Now, incidentally, Kevona Davis, news came out that she was carrying a niggle. However, I was still hoping for the best from her. And based on her times and, of course, the caliber athlete that I believe she is, she would have navigated the round, in my opinion, and made it into the finals. Unfortunately, it seems as though Kevona Davis is still not back at 100% because she came up in heat 4 and she placed third, and she ran a time of 23.35 seconds, not making it into the finals. Now, trackies, these are all timed races, which means that the fastest people are the ones that get into the finals. It doesn't matter where you place. Once your time gets you into top 8, then you make it to the finals. And unfortunately, Kevona Davis's time ranked her 14th overall, and yes, she was not able to make it into the finals. Now, Nisha Berger also did not make it into the finals, and she ran 22.99 seconds in her heat. Now, luckily, we have Nikisha Price. She's on form. She's been running phenomenal in the 4 and the 2, and she did make it into the 2 after in heat 3, placing second, running a time of 22.79 seconds. So her time ranked her 7th based on times going into the finals. So this is going to be a very, very interesting 200-meter finals. And the 200-meter finals comes up after the 400-meter finals. Now, track is, you all know I'm not a big fan of the 2-4 double, and I'm very excited for outdoors actually because this 2-4 double will be done and dusted as far as I'm concerned, right? So I'm excited to see Nikisha go outside and just focus on the 4. This is a lot of work in my opinion for the athletes doing the 2-4. There are some in the 200 meters finals that is doing the 60 and the 2, and there's some that are doing the 2 on the 4. But I think for the athletes that are doing the 2 on the 4, that is just too much work for them. Right, Chucky? So that is my thought when it comes to the women's 200 meters. But yeah, shockingly, Kevona Davis not in. Well, I guess maybe not shocking for some people because considering that news came out that she was not 100%, which is why she did not take part in the Big 12 championships. But for me personally, yeah, I was definitely expecting Kevona to come out and do something special, but it wasn't meant to be. Now, moving on, track is from the women's 2. We're going to jump over to the women's 400 meters. Now, in this race, of course, I talked about Nikisha Price. She definitely qualified and she won her heat. She was in heat 4. She took that win and she ran 51.75 seconds. Again, this is another timed event, trackies. The fastest times get you in. Nikisha's time was 4th overall in the event. Amber Annin still leading 50.74 in the heat. Facility record collegiate lead. It's interesting to see if she's doing too much too quickly because Amber Annin also takes part in the 200 meters, or she took part in the 200 meters after the 400 meters, and she ran at 22.90, just making it in as the last person to qualify. So I don't know if the race management is perfect, but again, considering that it's a timed event, then it kind of makes sense sometimes when athletes go super hard. But I definitely think this 50.74 was probably a little bit too much too soon, and she should have saved that for the finals. But yeah, it is what it is when it comes to that. We also had Dejanay Oakley here. Unfortunately, she did not make it in. She ran a time of 53.50 seconds. And also we had Jawan Reed, and she did not make it in as well. And she ran 52.98 seconds. So right now we have Nikisha Price representing Jamaica in this women's 400 meters, and of course her school, Arkansas. And we can't wait to see the final result at the end of the day. So Nikisha Price goes in both the 2 and the 4 for us. Now, trackies, when I go over to the women's long jump. I think this is one of the biggest shockers. But then I remembered something I said earlier on when I was watching Akila Smith in the women's long jump 60-meter triple jump at the Big 12 Indoor Track and Field Championships. No, at this NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships, Akila Smith surprisingly finishes 12th with a jump of 6.21 meters. Well done from what she's expected of, well done from, her collegiate lead, just well done based on her caliber, the athlete that she is. Now, let's go back to what I thought about her performing at the Big 12 Championships. I did think that she was participating in too many events. Again, I said the 60, the long jump, and also the triple jump. But something I noted after she took part in the women's long jump, she won that at the Big 12 Championships. Then, of course, she had to be doing the rounds of the 60 meters. But as they got around to the triple jump, she only took a few jumps and then ended the competition. And that was eyebrow raising for me because if you were 100%, there was no way you would have ended the competition. And here we have her here at the NCAA Indoor Championships performing well below what I know she's capable of and what the world has seen from her already. So this is a major disappointment, I'm sure, for Akila Smith. But again, for me personally, if the team sees that she's not 100%, I would have just rather her not be in this competition, just, full stop, and just have her rest up for the outdoor season. Because, again, as I pointed out in that video, while this is collegiate and while this is winning an NCAA championship, from a Jamaican perspective, we're looking for Akila for the global championships. We're looking for her to go to Paris and do phenomenal things there. For me personally, she's bigger than the NCAAs. Her performances is bigger than the NCAAs. So from that perspective, I'm like, look here, Texas, get it together. You know what I mean? Get it together because we need Akila Smith. Jamaica needs her. Now, also, we had Aaliyah Foster in this lineup as well, and Aaliyah placed 8th and she jumped 6.35 meters. So, again, no Jamaican taking top orders in this women's long jump. Now, Chaka is moving on over to the women's 800 meters, another event that was quite shocking for me because the Jamaican Shelly-Ann Beckford unfortunately did not make it into the finals, running a time well below what she's capable of. Trackies, she in her heat, and she was in heat 2, and she placed 6th, and she ran a time of 2 minutes 06.55 seconds, well below what Shelly-Ann Beckford is capable of. And this is a quite shocking outcome for me looking at these women's 800-meter results. Now, Jackie is moving on over to the final event that I want to cover here from the female perspective, and that is the women's 60-meter hurdles. We had Rosalie Cooper here, and we had Onika Wilson. Now, Onika Wilson, unfortunately, did not make it in by just one spot. She ran 8.07 seconds, and she placed 9th, which means that 9th, there's no 9 lanes, only 8, so she does not make it in. However, Rosalie Cooper makes it in, running 8.05 seconds, which is actually a personal best. Now, I've been seeing Mississippi State hinting that Rosalie Cooper is in the best shape of her life and she's coming. And clearly, based on this performance, running a personal best, making it to the finals, means that yes, she is definitely in fine fettle. So I'm excited to see what Rosalie Cooper will be able to do in the finals. But anyway, Trackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Shocking performance after shocking performance after shocking performance, in my opinion, and a lot of Jamaicans not making it in. We're talking about Shelly-Ann Beckford in the 8, that's for sure. We're talking about Akila Smith in the long jump as well. It might have been iffy for Kevona Davis, considering that, again, news came out that she was injured, but still, a lot was expected of her. Still, the performance is not giving what we were thinking they were giving. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.